I have received word through the Sons of Elrond and the Wandering Companies telling of your valor at Fornost. You are to be commended for your skill and daring.
If we are fortunate, we may have thrown Agandar's plans into disarray for a time. But what has passed here since we left to find Aragorn?
All has been quiet. There was an alarm sounded at Buckland shortly after we parted company, but it seems to have amounted to nothing.
We have returned to offer you our service. How may we best do that?
Truthfully, I would be happy for the extra hands. But it is clear to me that you three have a greater destiny. You may be needed more urgently elsewhere.
Then what would you have us do?
I advise you to make your way to Rivendell. Aragorn will be eager to hear news of Agandar, and he may have other tasks for you to perform. For now, the enemy seems to have turned away from the Shire.
Elrond's son suggested much the same thing. Very well. If that is your wish, I will lead Eredan and Farin to my home.
Perhaps there is something you can do for me on your way.
You have but to name it.
I sent 2 of my rangers, Kalarin and Luin, on patrol along the Brandywine River. They should have returned long before now. I am growing concerned for them.
They are both seasoned rangers who have served many years in this region. We can be certain they have not simply lost their way. From which direction would they be returning?
They were to follow the Brandywine north as far as the Great East Road, and from there to make their way back by passing through the Barrows.
The Downs are just north of our position here.
Then we'll make our way north by way of the Barrow Downs.
Perhaps we will discover some trace of them as we travel.
You have my thanks. Eredan has great skill as a tracker. If Luin and Kalarin made it as far as the Downs, he will likely pick up their trail. Farewell and safe travels to you all.
Alright, let's see what they're asking for. Let's see what kind of weapons they got.
You're soon to be off again, are you? Well, I have a few things among our supplies that may help you on your way. Perhaps a few extra arrows for your quiver, and a few of Solana's healing drafts may come in very handy as well. Take a look.
Welcome back, Loremaster. I'll admit I didn't expect to see you here again. I thought perhaps you'd seek the safety of Rivendell, if anywhere can be said to be safe in these times. It's good to see you haven't left us.
I discovered these relics amid Old Kingdom ruins. Could they not be used to make a weapon of quality?
These are relics of my ancestors, made in a time before the lore of Numenor dimmed. If I had the use of a good smithy, maybe I could make something of worth from these, but not here in the field. If you're bound for Rivendell, you'll find skilled smiths among Elrond. Try taking these to one of them.
Are you hurt? You look well enough to me. If it's healing drafts you need, you can get them from Maradan. I have a dying man on my hands.
Perhaps I can help. What is wrong with him?
Wrong? I don't really know. His wound is minor, yet his life is slipping away. I fear he is suffering from the Black Breath.
What can you tell me of this Black Breath?
It is some power wielded by the Black Riders, the 9 Nazgul. Their victims are stricken senseless, and without aid, they soon die. I've already lost 3 men to this curse. Elrond is the only victim who yet lives.
Then let us provide that aid. What can we do?
I hardly know. Drawing an arrow, stitching a wound. These things I have done countless times. The black breath is something I know only from the old rhymes my teacher taught me.
There is often wisdom in old rhymes. Can you recall the words?
It was years ago. Let me think. I believe it ran something like this. When the black breath blows, and death's shadow grows, and all lights pass, come a Thalus, life to the dying. That's all I can recall.
What is this Athalis the rhyme speaks of?
An herb, commonly known as kingsfoil. It has little medicinal use, though some find it comforting for headaches and other small complaints.
Perhaps such you know. Have you any of this herb?
No, I have none. You'll have to forgive me for neglecting to lay up a supply. But you see, no one bothered to tell me that the 9 ring wraiths would rise up from ancient legends to trouble us here. If I had a Thalus, don't you think I would have used it by now?
Alright, ma'am. Calm the fuck down, dude. Shit. She's a little upset. I get it. But you're about to ask me to do something, so you need to fix your tone. Real talk.
Does Athalis grow in these regions? I would be willing to go in search of it.
Perhaps you could find some at that. The plant is not native to Middle-earth. It was brought to these shores from lost Numenor, and planted in the lands where our ancestors used to dwell, including the Borrowdowns to the north.
My road leads to the Borrowdowns. Should I find Thalus growing there? I reply.
Alright. Alright. So after I resurfaced and did something for my mom and then did more stuff. Huh? No. I mean, I don't want to watch Christmas. That's my problem. I want to watch the movie, but I hate Christmas movies. Christmas movies suck ass. Suck ass! Just like they say on Clerk. Ah, Christmas movies suck ass. The Osgoliath and to play challenge map, select Osgoliath or Defensive Lauren on your main map. Oh. Should we do it once or twice? Cause it's a wave mission thing. It hasn't really nothing to do with the story. So maybe we'll save those guys first and then do the waves. Just, just to level up, I guess. Anyway, let's go to the Barrow Downs. Frodo and the 9-fingered and the Ring of Doom. You gonna be okay?
I'm told the Barrow Downs are filled with ancient tombs.
How?
What do you know of them, Elf?
These tombs were made by the fathers of men in the depths of time. They were sacred to the men of Arnor, and they too buried their dead here until their kingdom fell to the Witch King.
These hills have an evil reputation in the folklore of the Shire and Bree, but rangers travel here often without incident. Still, I feel a sense of unease.
We got a lot of stuff to do, man. Gotta save that guy. Gotta save my mom. Whatever we're searching for in these things, maybe we can hand over to my mom and cure her coffin. Where there's a whip, whoosh, there's a way. Where there's a whip, we don't want to hear your cough today. Where there's a whip, whoosh, there's a way. Sorry, there's a what was the name of that Lord of the Rings cartoon? It was like when I was really young, they made a bunch of Lord of the Rings cartoons. They didn't make them to cover all of the books. They made one to cover The Hobbit. That's why I didn't watch The Hobbit movie, because They handled The Hobbit in like 45 minutes, 1 hour maybe. The greatest adventure is one step ahead. And the Hobbit looked, well, he looked exactly like Frodo did. You know, the Ian, whatever that dude's name is. But the characters looked exactly like they did in the cartoon on the movie. So watching the movies was cool, but when they made The Hobbit, I was like, they're stretching The Hobbit out for
Rangers captured perhaps 2 or 3 days past. These foreigners could be
Can you tell where they may have gone from here?
The tracks lead deeper into the downs.
Then we should follow them. Lead the way, Eridan.
their lips actually move when they talk, by the way. Lord, what was that? There it is. I guess that's what they look like. Is this it too?
Just what I needed.
Yeah, my mom is having an allergic attack to my dog. Cause he's shedding a lot because it's fall and hair falls off of Rusty's back. It's no good.
This is just what I needed.
I don't need this stuff. When you sell it, it's only like a cent or something. It's ridiculous.
This is just what I needed. I mistrust this fog. It is no natural.
Looks normal. We're in Ireland.
There is an unnatural presence here, and it draws closer. The very thing I need.
Where are the bad guys? Guess they're not here. That looks like something you could have picked up. Well, whatever. Thank you. Finally. How long you gotta hang around here? Oh, they already went inside. Never mind.
Beware. The bottom
Zombies.
wretched creature is that? Get Daniel!
Oh, there's two of them. How nice.
Power's too low.
I see that. Here we go. Who needs aid?
The ranger has fallen. Aid him.
The ranger's fallen! Aid him!
Yeah, no, I finally helped somebody.
No power. Not enough power.
22 XP for that? Man, I killed a troll. Whatever.
I will take this. Let me gather this.
Alright, I think we got everything here.
I will take this.
Alright.
Feel the wrath of the Eldar!
Let us stand and fight together! It's pretty obvious now who fell the missing rangers.
As long as there is a chance they still live, I won't give up the search.
Well, I thought there was a thing here. Guess there's no map.
dared approach?
We strike as one. Let us stand and fight together! Can't take much more!
Feel the wrath of the Eldar!
Won't last much longer!
What's this?
Some manner of sinister spirit.
We strike as one!
Emperor Cristomio! Feel the wrath of the Eldar!
I need healing! Can't take much more!
Just like a dwarf to spend so much time on the ground.
That's closer to death than I care to be.
All before me, fiends!
Alright. That's done and I'm starting to fade, so I'm gonna have to take a little break. What's up? From who? I was about to say, he jumped up in my bed a second ago. I thought you sent him here. Mm-hmm. You said his name. He's worried about you. Mm-hmm.
It looks like there's writing on these stones, but it's very worn. Can your elven eyes make it out, Lord Master?
Faintly, it appears to be a list of names, many of them scratched in haste. They are identified as soldiers of Cardalon.
The men of Cardinal.
Then this must be where they laid their fallen comrades to rest. It would be fitting if we were to drive the whites from this tomb.
We strike as one.
The very thing I need.
Let us stand and fight together! I'm badly hurt!
Yeah?